Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Thanks for coming to the Elephant Key. It is August 28th, and it's about 8 o'clock here. And for absolutely no reason, I woke up feeling like I had to do a reading. And so I went outside and had a cigarette because I smoke. If you haven't noticed, sometimes I sound like one of Marge Simpson's sisters. And I turned on my Pandora to shuffle. And every heartbreaking song that you could imagine came on. Wicked Games, Duffy's Delayed Devotion, Chris Stapleton Cold really hit me. So I really feel like I need to do a reading for the brokenhearted. Somebody in the collective is feeling an overwhelming amount of heartache. And I feel like they're just on the cusp of an incredible awakening or realization. So let's see what's going on. Six of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands, the Magician, King of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. All right, so the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. I think it's possible that there could be some rumination over a past relationship and a message coming through possibly from someone in your past. You have the Fool card. In the past position, you have the Three of Cups in reverse, which means you kind of shoved down your emotions and felt really alone and didn't really express it to much of anybody. You held that emotion in internally. This Knight of Cups coming in, offering you something that's something that you can't see, is that you do have a Knight of Cups coming in offering you some sort of emotional support. What helped you is that you moved on as if you didn't care. And then you have the King of Swords in reverse. If someone was extremely cold. You see yourself as the Five of Wands, scattered energy. You can't keep your thoughts organized. You ruminating about this situation. And you can't quite nail it down exactly what went wrong. But other people see you as the Magician. That you're able to collect the elements and just make shit happen for yourself. Like, damn, they just moving on. Like, nothing's bothering them. They're just making shit happen. What your hopes and fears are of the King of Wands in reverse. That someone wasn't being completely honest with you and that you didn't have all the information before this all transpired. And the outcome is the Knight of Swords. Something's coming in quickly. Something's charging in. Some sort of information is coming in fairly quick. All right, so let's get some clarification. Let's take a look at this past person coming through with a message. Not even a message, an offering. Maybe they are messaging you. Ten of Cups in reverse. You really felt like this is where your happiness was. You really felt like this person was going to complete your idea of what happiness looked like. But there was a truth that was being withheld. There was a crossroads of some sort, but there was definitely something that was being kept from you. I definitely feel like it was a truth that was being withheld. You didn't have all the information. And we're going to confirm that with an Akashic card. All right, let's see here. What's the Akashic Tarot say? Saying community. Archangel Michael. Okay, when I see this, Archangel Michael is surrounded by these children here. And saying community, where people are gathering like a family. So maybe there was some sort of family influence in this that you didn't have all the information on. All right, let's get some clarity on this Three of Cups in reverse, where you just kind of internalized it alone. You moved on like it, no sweat. Queen of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's Leo energy here. I felt a lot of fire in this. Queen of Wands, she is sitting in her knowledge. She's contemplating. She doesn't do anything without deliberation and careful thought being put into it. So I feel like you didn't want to show all your cards or express a whole lot of emotion because you weren't sure at first how things were going to pan out. But you really didn't have a desire to wait around and find out either. I feel like you were... I feel like your pride was hurt. Like you have felt like you'd wasted enough time, energy, money, resources on this situation, and you wanted to make a careful, thought-out plan. And you didn't want anybody to really know about what you were doing or how you felt. I feel like you didn't want to be vulnerable. Let's get this Fool walking away. Just carelessly walking away without a care in the world. And maybe that's what the other person did. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Wands. It happened fairly quickly. They just walked away. Like they saw everything that they had there and just walked away from it. Like they didn't even give a shit. Or you did. Maybe somebody lied to you about having a family or having a spouse or having children with someone. The waterfall in reverse. The waterfall is constant. And this lacked consistency. You couldn't get consistency from this person. Or you felt it wasn't worth your time, your energy, or your resources to be consistently putting up with the shit you were putting up with. Knight of Cups. Coming in with an offer of emotional support. Who's this? What's going on here? Ten of Swords. Tower in reverse. Four of Wands. So that's kind of actually promising. What you can't see is somebody coming in to give you some sort of emotional support. This person knows all too well what it's like to be victimized or condemned or just emotionally battered. They're coming out of their own tower moment, or you're coming out of your tower moment, and there is a promise ahead. There's a promise that you're going to find some happiness here. And I feel like I need some clarification on this King of Swords. Yeah, what you can't see is somebody else has gone through what you've been through. Maybe they're coming to share their horror stories with you and try to bring about some sense of community or happiness for you, that you're not alone, that maybe this person did this to me too, or I've been in a similar position and this is how I got through it. The King of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So the King of Swords in reverse, it's going to be a slow moving healing process for you, where what's really going to benefit you is taking an inventory of the beautiful abundance that you've created for yourself. And in this Five of Cups in reverse, it's just a reminder to not spend so much time looking at what you don't have. See, in the upright position, you see that he is looking at what's been lost. But if he would just turn around and look around him instead of focusing on the dismay he has over losing those 3 cups, he'd see there's a bridge. There's 2 cups right behind him. He still has 2 cups. And then there's a bridge right behind him that'll take him over to that castle. But he's too worried about not being able to cross the river. And I've lost these 3 cups. So I think you're getting to a point where you're really seeing all is not lost. Then one more confirmation for that. The Death card. It had to die so something better could be built. It had to end so something better could begin. Like, this is not the end of your story. It's not the end of your love story for sure. Let's get a confirmation from the Akashic Tarot on that. The initiation of the Count Saint Germain. You're being called to do some self-care, self-introspection. Knowing that you're being guided by Spirit. The Ascended Masters. And it's time for you to be selfish. Be a little selfish. Self-care isn't selfish. All right. Let's see you in the scattered energy. You see yourself as all over the place. Like you can't get your thoughts collected. 5 of Pentacles. The 9 of Swords in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There may be some stagnancy. You feel like you've been left out in the cold, but you're moving out of that. Mentally, you understand exactly what happened. You know your part in it. You know what you could have done differently and what you could have done better. But you definitely see what the truth of the situation is now in yourself. You're feeling abandoned, but you're not. And you feel like you have no prospects. Feeling alone. But other people see you as the magician, dear. And I have no doubt that that's what you are. To go through this, I feel like there's a whole level of empowerment that you've gone through. Like you really felt wounded and hurt. But you didn't let it stop you. You were a trooper, man. You're a soldier. All right. It's a magician. It is confirmed by Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so people see you picking up what's left, what people left behind, moving on with it, taking the good shit, leaving the bad shit behind, not even giving it a second thought. And you've got the Page of Pentacles coming in, delivering you a message about your time, your resources, and your finances, your energy. People see you as picking up and moving on like you didn't even give a shit. Like, hey, there's better prospects ahead. I'm not even going to sit here and worry about this. It's just a moment in time. That's how people feel about you. People feel like you're resilient. Like it takes you no time to recover. King of Wands in reverse. This is your hopes and fears. Not having all the information. If someone's not being completely honest about the situation. Or, let's see. Two of Cups. Seven of Cups. And the Four of Swords in reverse. You're worried that you're going to fall into this trap all over again with the next person. Or that the person that you were with is easily going to move on to someone else. Your hope is that you're going to be able to find love again and be able to see through the illusion of people's bullshit. But that it's going to take you way too much time. That you're going to be alone. And sometimes it's okay to be alone. And I know if you're a person who really enjoys the companionship or the feeling of partnership with someone to plan with, this is really heartbreaking. Your hopes and fears are that you're going to be fooled again, that it's going to take too long for another partnership to come in for you. But the outcome is the Knight of Swords, which means somebody's delivering something quickly. Something's coming in fast. Devil in reverse. Hermit in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Look. Something's coming in fast that is not deceptive. You're not going to be alone. Your hard work and internal work is going to pay off. You've been working diligently, and this person wants to work with you. Man, that's awesome. I didn't see the Lovers card in here, though, but maybe it's a friendship. Maybe you got hurt by a friend. You know, you're the whole consistency person, and somebody else was not matching your energy whatsoever. The Buddha prepares. Add some. So look, your spirit guides, your ancestors, spirit source, they are all in your corner. They've seen what you're going through, and they're giving you support in this future position. And the Buddha prepares, you are doing the work that's necessary for you to get into that position in the future. All of this is preparing you for that moment. And I know it sucks, and I know it's heartbreaking, and I know you've been through some shit, but you got to trust me on this when I say that everything that you've been through is preparing you for this future person coming in. Let's get some confirmation on who's this future person. Does this person know the future person? Is it a new person? Let's find out. Three of Pentacles. Justice in reverse. Seven of Wands. This is going to be a person, all right, who's come a long way and people have seen what he's or she has accomplished. They've done a lot of work. People have noticed it with the Three of Pentacles. They've been recognized. Maybe in the past they were not the kind of person who, because with this Justice in reverse, maybe they had some legal issues in the past, but they have gotten past that. And you can recognize that they're a whole different person now. These Seven of Wands in reverse. You don't feel with this person that you have to defend yourself. You don't feel like you're constantly in a state of conflict. Also, could be a Libra. What else does this person need to know? Six of Swords in reverse. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I don't see you moving away from this relationship anytime soon, because this energy with the Queen of Pentacles is that of love, nurturing, focusing on your resources, your time, your energies, just a loving, commanding, in control of the situation type of energy. I see Taurus. Could be an earth sign here. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, you're no longer getting those scattered messages that you may have gotten in the past from the prior person. This person is deliberate. They are transparent. And I don't see you moving from this for a while. All right. Let's get some confirmation. How should we end this reading, Spirit? What does this person need to know going forward? The Ark of the Covenant in reverse. The Light of the World in reverse. And Fated Meeting. Let me just read this out of the book, because there's a few cards I haven't seen in a reading yet here. The Ark of the Covenant. In reverse. All right. If there's legal dealings at issue, this card reverse could show a broken contract or failed legal transfer. Be cautious with professionals who care for your investments and other things you value at this time. While they may not be seeking to do you harm, they could be more neglectful than they should be. As significant as legal matters may seem, there's an even more important reference to you karmically. With the card reverse, the Ark of the Covenant is toppled, and you have broken your contract with your higher self. Perhaps your karmic work in your higher purpose has been put aside because you're too busy or it's too hard. Or you have knowingly chosen to be directed by your fears and emotional needs instead of what's best for you. In either event, it's time to wake up and renew your covenant, not just in word but in deed. Your life will simply not work until you do. And then we have the Light of the World in reverse. In this reversal, something disruptive in your life may have thrown you off balance, or you've gotten very busy and the personal self is focused on the little details of life instead of the inner priorities and spiritual truth. You have put the higher self behind you, and it may turn to You may turn to it only occasionally, and sometimes only when a personal need arises. Understand, as long as you ignore the highest part of who you are, you turn away from the greatest source of your power and joy. The light of eternal wisdom is knocking. Open the door and keep opening it until you hold it within you completely. And fated meeting. A clock tower stands with its hands pointed just a few minutes before 12. A man and woman approach each other, coming to meet at the same time that was predetermined by their higher selves, who are shown above them, translucent and shining. With this card, you're coming to a very important relationship in your life. Either it's entirely new, or an existing relationship is being lifted to a much higher experience. Karma from past lives may have brought you together, so it's important for both of you to stay alert. Keep your individual and collective growth a priority, and act with deference and compassion to yourselves and each other. If you both honor your karmic course, this could be one of the highest relationships you can know. This card can also show a fated meeting with another about a work situation, a creative project, or an important purpose that you hold. This too is likely karmic. Perhaps it's a past life publisher, a spiritual teacher, a brother or sister. Whoever it is, it's a powerful and promising relationship. So get ready, it's almost time. Like I said, in the future position, it was coming in fast. So there it is. For whoever needed to hear it, there's love coming back around for you. And it's coming in fairly quick. Are you going to be ready for it? Have you done the work to heal yourself? You're being called to do that. Don't distract yourself. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in.